Hello, welcome to Ripple Hive Chat. I'm here with Jeff Russell, who runs this lovely premises called Down for the Cause Beer Garden. He's having to fight a long, arduous battle against marketing investments that lease or look after this site here. Jeff's got a 5-year lease. He's 1 year in, not that even, are you?
No, haven't even reached the 12-month mark.
They've cut power. They haven't looked after the amenities around here, and certainly there's a vast, major change that's happened around the whole premises here, which we'll show you through. We're running a protest rally next weekend to try and highlight what's happening down here, and we've got a lot of bands that are lined up. Kennard's Hire have been kind enough to donate a generator so that we can power and get bands happening here for the day event. We're hoping to run it through the night as well. We're hoping to get a good crowd in to support these guys because it's very important to keep small business industry going. Jeff, would you like to share a few words with some of our viewers here?
Yeah.
And what you've been going through?
We've been going through hell along with everyone else in this marketplace. What's happening here is completely illegal, immoral and un-Australian. It's absolutely ridiculous. They're locking market traders out of their own premises, interfering with their trade when they have no right to do so. They're trying to say that they can evict me when I've broken none of my lease agreements. I've done nothing wrong. They're just trying to kick me out. They know they have to take me to court. They don't want to do that because they know they're going to come out looking like the scumbags that they are. So,
I'm absolutely sad to hear of this. I only learnt this a couple of weeks ago because of Millie Bands, who brought this to my attention. And I'm sad because of kids that we've got here that used to come here and enjoy the atmosphere and the colour that this whole premise has brought. I've noticed for a long time, and it happens quite a bit, that when advertising sort of diminishes, it slips from the psyche of many people's minds and they forget to return to such a lovely place.
There has been no advertising for this place for the last 8 years since Market Investment took it over. They've absolutely run it into the ground. They're specifically chasing not only the traders out, but the general public.
Yep.
The media, the Messenger has been printing articles, the Brickworks already closed. Half the people I talk to about this place already think it's shut down and gone.
Yeah, and this is pure corporate greed, and this is what Ripple Hive is precisely against. I'm sick of seeing corporate greed, and we need to see more community involvement.
This is community land,
and this is beautiful. This is what we need to retain for our children.
That's right.
To find a venue such as this that is affordable for families that are struggling is pretty hard, and few and far between. Marketers are pushed further north. South is struggling. We're lucky if we've only got one, I think.
Yeah.
This is very central. It's a great prime location for many families to get to.
It's iconic. I grew up here. I was coming here ever since I was a little kid. And like you said, I'd like my kids to be able to come here.
Exactly. And we're going to be working hard here at Ripple Hive, and we hope the community jump on board. Get down on the 19th and 20th to see this lovely venue come to life, and we hope to build it up to be a bigger, better place. So get behind and support these small businesses that are giving up. But I like to say that Jeff here, he's going to stick the cause. He's going to squat here.
Not going anywhere, mate. I'm down for the cause.
I'm hoping that we can get some volunteers that can help him with that. Anybody that's wanting to be passionate, help these small business people out here, get down to the Brickworks. Thanks so much. I'm here with Millie Bands too. You've brought this to my attention only a week ago. If not that, we've had short time to try and put something together to highlight what's happening here. Would you like to share with us your experience with what's happened at the Brickworks down here?
Well, it's just that all the people here have been fighting for 9 years to keep the place, and this market investments have gradually just got rid of them all by bullying them, by getting them to leave. Also, like turning their power off, turning their water off, turning everything off to get them out. Only 18 months ago, the bumper boats were still here, all the rides were all still here, and they had 6 weeks to get out then. Here we are, 18 months later, and everyone was still here. Now, Woolies can't come in until they get everyone out of here. So for the last few weeks, they've been even worse, locking people out of their stalls. The guy downstairs, the donut man, that everybody knows the donut man. You smell it when you come in your car park. And
Love the donut.
When they turned our power off, his power got turned off as well, and Jeff tried to help him get his power back on, and he lost everything. So within like 5 hours, all his stuff was leaking out under the van. And they wouldn't turn the power back on for him. He went and he was so upset, he was distraught. He went to ask management if they would turn it back on, and they didn't turn it back on for 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks they turned it back on and said, oh, here's your power back on and here's your eviction notice. And that's all they've been doing. And Jeff had a canteen show. Most of the shows that are done here are for charity. So,
yes, that's what
you know.
brought
So
to my
we've done.
attention
We
too.
did the 3-day festival for Mosh. We did canteen shows, Starlight Foundation shows, all these shows. And the canteen show, they turned the power off, knowing it was on. Turned the power off and turned the water off. That we had to run around and try and find it, get it back on again. No toilets. Took toilet paper out. Took soap out. Everything like that. Then the week after that, we had my son's 18th. I was distraught because I'd paid all this money and they saw all the decorations coming in, saw everything coming in for the show, still turned the power off, still turned the water off and took everything out. We had to run around trying to find it. Jeff was, if you saw Jeff's face, it broke my heart. We walked around for ages and found the water, jumped around like maniacs because we found it and ended up having the show. But he didn't care, the management didn't care. And then they tried to turn it off again the next night when he had, knowing they had these shows on, and and the shows were for charity. So
Exactly.
and all these people are losing money because they've taken the money out of the ATM, so that anyone who wants to come here and buy anything can't even use the ATM. So it's just ridiculous, and they're all really upset about it because they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So, and they've got leases. A lot of them have got leases. Jeff's still got 4 years on his lease, so they have to take him to court. They cannot just kick you out just like that.
I want to highlight that I've got nothing against Woolworths, but I have to say that we've got enough Woolworths
Yes.
around in South Australia, I believe, and you probably don't even need to go any further than another 5 Ks and you brush into
Walk
a
straight
Woolworths
line.
of some sort.
Walk a straight line, you've got Dan Murphy's. Walk a straight line that way, you've got a Woolies.
And this is what we're losing here, is a piece of South Australia's own identity, and it's important. I urge every South Australian that has ever stepped foot on these premises, and if you have, you would have a memorable time if you look back and remember what this place was once.
And where else can you go for stress-free shopping, where your kids are going to have fun and everyone's going to enjoy themselves?
Let's keep this as it should be. Let's bring the Brickworks back to life the way it was intended for the people of our community.
And the people will come back. The people will come back if they know that they can stay here.
Yep.
You know, there's workshops here to look after the youth, that the youth won't be on the streets. You know, everything that Jeff's tried to do here is for the better, for the community, for the kids, for the people, for the families.
Love what you're doing here, guys. Thanks so much. Get on down on the 19th and 20th and support these guys. Thanks so much. Just a bit more on the topic, Jeff. You've received another bill, but you can't make any money out of this place.
Well, that's it. They've cut off the liquor licence and the electricity, yet the landlord's more than happy to come and give me bills. So nice to see some of the mail still rolling in.
You've got some more stuff.
Yeah, I just wanted to tell you a bit about this place. Me and my mates from Down for the Cause, we got into this place. It was an absolute pigsty. Tip. Just rubbish everywhere, mouldy couches. We spent months cleaning this place up, turning it back into a usable venue. We've had so many people volunteer, come through, hard work and good community spirits. What's built this up, be a beautiful live music venue. We've rocked shows here every weekend. We've had people coming out raising money for charities, Starlight, Canteen, the Anzacs. We've been doing good things out of this place. Running workshops for the youth, giving them something to do, a place to express themselves. I mean, everyone in Adelaide knows how few and far between live music venues are becoming.
Yep,
you know?
that's right.
This is a place for kids to come and express themselves in a creative way, you know. Keep them out of trouble, give them something positive to look forward to, and it's just been taken away like that, you know. Not in the correct way either. I told them if they wanted, I objected their eviction. I said, you don't have the grounds for this. I reject these claims. If you want to get me out of here, you're going to have to take me to court. They've just completely ignored that, gone and done the dodgy bully tactics, you know, sneaking in here when I'm not here, trying to lock me out of my own premises, you know, cutting off the power, locking out the toilets. Everyone from the market cannot use these toilets now because of their stubbornness and their just bully tactics to try and get rid of me. Like Millie said earlier, they cut off the power here, which also affected the other traders down there. All the donuts man's, all of his ice cream, everything went to waste, you know, for 2 weeks. he had no way of making business, you know. And then when he finally got back here and they got these power back on, eviction notice, you have to pack up and leave, you know. Just
Jeff,
absolutely disgusting what's happening here.
I appreciate everything that you're doing, and we're going to
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
fight
you.
with you.
The media's been completely ignoring this subject. I've hit up Today Tonight, The Current Affair, every channel that you can think of. Not one of them has touched it, you know.
Well, sometimes you don't need media. You just need some sort of social outlet, and we're going to provide that. But more importantly, we need the community jumping on board and acknowledging this is no fly-by thing. If you come down here and you see what's happening here, absolutely nothing, it is sickening. And what we need to do is make this place come alive come next weekend.
That's right.
The 19th and 20th, get on down and really support this. Thanks
That's
so
it.
much.
We're rocking out for the British. We're getting... Yeah. We're standing up for these bully tactics. We're not going to just put our heads in the dirt and go, oh, okay, yes, that's okay, you can treat us like that. This is Australia. We have rights. We are protected by the Act. 5-year minimum lease. We have not breached any of the lease conditions. We have every right to be here, and we're not going anywhere.
Thanks, Jim.
Right, we'll do it.
My first wish would be, if I had a wishing box, would be I would save the brickworks.